Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. So, um, I pre-recorded these because I'm in Seattle during this week, and I have a couple more books coming this week, but we're just gonna wait on those. I have no idea how I'm gonna feel when I get home because it'll be like 3 a.m. Friday morning, so I wanted to go ahead and get some videos going for Wednesday and Friday to show you guys some of the more recent books that I've got. Um, and so let's get started. So this one's going to be pretty Alice Mills heavy. Just as a note, I had bought, I can't remember what it was called, Kawaii something. Kawaii Animals, Kawaii Pets, something like that. I bought that one to try of her Mosaic color by number books, and I'm within like, I don't know, 9 or 8 pages of finishing that. I really enjoy it. So I normally wait till I'm supposed to wait till I finish a book before I buy another one from them, but I just couldn't resist. This one is actually a new release for them. It is called Bunno and Mousey's Kawaii Adventures color by number coloring book. And this one's interesting to me because it has a pastel palette to it. Now let me swap out my light here. I don't think my light's as bright as I need it to be. It's a little better. It's still darker, but that's fine. Hang on. Obviously I am well prepared. But yeah, this one, so they have a version that's not color by number if you'd rather just use your own palette. But I decided to go with the color by number because I'm curious about the pastel palette. I will probably be using some of my Ohuhu pastel markers, and I'm sure I can find some of these in my Copics as well. So these will be a little tricky to find in a normal marker set, but if you have like, or if you like using pencils, like a pastel pencil set would be great to use with this. These are 30 images. And this is very different from what I've seen of the other Alice Mills books, so I was interested, and I love kawaii stuff, so. Bunno. I called him Bruno, didn't I? Bunno. Excuse me. Apologies, Bunno. Bunno. I can't even say your name right. Like, let's just. So it gives you some coloring ideas. You can add some shadows. So your color keys over here, and then your pictures right here. What I typically do with these, the color key is the same, so it doesn't really matter here because they don't change. But in a lot of other books, like the Alice Mills books, I'll start in the back and work my way to the front because the color palette changes. But it looks like it's the same in this one, so. So yeah, I have not seen a pastel color by number book before, and these are very cute little pictures. Easy pictures. There's one dark color, like a midnight black, like just a. Oh, okay. I was wondering what these little random lines were. So there's a little white line going through, I believe, the colors you're not using in these. So. Now this is on standard paper. Like your standard Amazon paper. It's, I don't think there's like a premium paper version. I'm hoping this will get me more in like a pastel mindset. Just, I really struggle with pastel colors. I tend to go for like bright, bold colors, and so pastel coloring is a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm kind of hoping a guided color by number book specific to pastel colors will help kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Inspire me? There we go. I thought that was a laundry basket for Minter, and I'm like, why does he have food? But that makes sense. I don't know if I'd be dancing on those. Somebody might be getting ready to eat those, and that's going to turn into an adventure real quick. Like a major, major adventure. More adventure than what they signed up for. Ugh, how can I already be tired? I've had 2 cups of coffee. It's 1 o'clock. I already feel like I could go take a nap. I'm just perpetually exhausted. So like that there's 30 images in here. That's a pretty good number of images. Typically color by number books typically give you maybe 20, 25. So I feel like 30 is pretty cool. And again, these are very cute, very low key. Leave a review, color test pages if you need them. Oh, I didn't know they had like a website. Kawaii Pets. Yep, that's the one I've been working in. I've picked up a couple more, and I have a feeling I'm going to be getting more. I'm trying to be... Well, let's mix this up a little bit. I just realized I have 3 color by number books and 1 non-color by number book. So this was an interesting... wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. So Tammy from Tammy Colors 2 was showing me this book, and I just could not resist it. I saw it immediately in my cart because we have space, we have cats, and just slightly, nonetheless, even more, just as exciting, but just slightly less so, tacos. And I was really intrigued by the pictures, and so I was like, and she's like, I want to believe. And so I was like, all right, well, I'll buy it. And I did the flip through to show her. It's got a matte cover, which is really promising. This is by Imagine Murals and More. So this looks like, oh, it even has hashtags. So I have not looked into this company at all. And these images have a certain feel to them, if you will. A certain controversial feel to them. However, I don't personally have an issue with that as long as I like it and it's done well. And I feel like in this case, these pictures were done very well. I don't know. These are so fun. Like, there's nothing on these that seems like really off. It feels like these were... There's a couple things where, you know, some of the, like, line art here versus that taco in the background, it looks a little bit different visually, but, you know, this book's just so darn cute. I'm okay with this one. This is a rare exception for me. I believe those are supposed to be goggles, or else somebody's waving a laser light in front of him. That's possible too. It's really dilated eyes. But isn't that gorgeous? Oh my god. I love these. It's just, I don't know. This to me is just fun, right? Like, I typically don't like the way these books are done just because they don't feel consistent. But like I said, this one feels like there was a little more effort put into it. So I actually quite enjoy it. He is so smug. I just like the random tacos too. I think that's so fun. If you're wondering why cats and tacos, I don't know why we like tacos around here. My shower curtain is a cat with a taco. Um, yep, 42 years old, and I don't even have a grown-up shower curtain because that is just how we roll. Have a very Star Wars feel from this one. And that one's very cute. I guess I have some very not controversial flip throughs today, but this might not be everybody's favorite set of flip throughs since I have one controversial type book and then the others are color by numbers, and I know there's a lot of people that don't like color by numbers. It's okay. Friday we'll have a little more variety. Love that one. Some of these I feel like could be some real stunners with like some neons. I could see him being lime green because these are alien cats, you know. They don't have to be like earth cats. They can be any color I want them to be. I like that one too. Is that like a space surfboard? So yeah, I know, like I said, these are this type of art is a bit controversial, but I don't have a ton of it. I think I sent back a whole bunch of the books just because I wasn't real thrilled with them. I think I have this and some others I suspect are also this type of art, but I have like 3 or 4. I don't have very many. So, and that's just I just prefer artist hand drawn art mostly. But this is just fun. I don't know. This is just fun. It's like 2 out of 3 of my absolute favorite things. So, and I like tacos quite a bit. So that's a close third. All right, couple Alice Mills books, the Mosaic color by numbers. I wanted to pick up a few more because I really have just flew through the other book I have, and I love it. These are perfect for in the evenings when we're watching something or I'm just needing something to pass the time. Magical Forest Folk. by Alice Mills. This is the Mosaic. Now they do have cross-stitch versions of a lot of these as well. They kind of show in the back here. So like here's the cross-stitch style. Here's like the Mosaic Color by Number series and some coming soon, which I think we already have some of these, like Kawaii Cuties, maybe Halloween Spooks. I'm not sure. Huh. Embroidery style adult coloring book. I have to look at that. That looks interesting. I wonder what that looks like. I'll have to see a flip through. Alright, so I'm going to start from the back on these. This is how I'm going to color them. And they always have the coolest puns, which is one of the reasons I enjoy them. Dearest one, we have this cute little deer. I love the different, like they'll do a big oval, they'll do a small circle, they mix them up. This is on the premium shiny paper, which I find it's hard to show on flip throughs. However, look, yeah, we got a little skunk with his crystals. I'm not too concerned about showing you this side. I'm just showing you the finished pictures on this side. They're just really cute. I like the premium paper when I'm doing color by number because I use a lot less marker. Little fox's house. I use a lot less marker on them. I also like these with the black background because I can easily like move my marker up and over without risking, you know, coloring the background too because it's black. Like these are a lot smoother to color. I don't have to sit there and just fill in all the little individual squares. It's one of the reasons I think I've been so drawn to them, is because they're just about the easiest thing I have to color in my collection. Love he's catching a butterfly. Love we got some different foxes in here. So that is Magical Forest Folk. And then I also got the Kawaii Halloween. And I knew this was one, well, I knew this was one that was already on my list, so I figured while I was getting Magical Forest Folk, I would just get Kawaii Halloween as well. Again, I just like the premium paper on these a lot. We'll do front to back on this one. So we've got spelling it out. I like the Kitty Reaper one in this one. Look at him, the little ghost with his little bucket. Skelly Cat Snacks. This was one of the ones I saw that just made me laugh. Finishing as I start. That should be finishing as how I live my life. I felt that was so appropriate. Candy corn mouse. Vampire pumpkin. I think he's adorable. Booze cruise. Oh my gosh. These puns, I tell you. Best thing ever. Dynamite. I might do this one next and then do the Magical Forest Folk last. I don't know. Now I kind of want to dive into the different ones, but I kind of like just having the one book I'm working through too. So yeah, more, this was pretty color by number heavy, but like I said, that's been what I've really been drawn to right now. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having a good week. There's no telling how my week is going. At least if we're now in the future and it's Wednesday, I have one more day before I come home, and Thursday's going to be a very long day. I'm going to be up at like 5 a.m. my time because, um, no. Yes? No. Is it like 5 a.m.? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be up early and I'll be getting home late, so I cannot do the calculations in my head right now. So, all right, I'm going to move on to recording the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.